Hello and welcome to Films from the Archive, Sun, Sea and Sand. My name's Katie and I'm part of the team at the M&S Company Archive in Leeds. We have over 900 films in the archive. These include cinema and TV adverts, training films and documentaries. In this talk we'll be taking a look at some of these rarely seen films to discover how M&S has provided style for the Sun. Unfortunately, we don't have any film footage of our very early shops and the products we sold, but we've been selling swimming costumes since the 1920s. And this beautiful customer leaflet dates to around the 1930s, so a similar time. The first swimsuits that we sold were offered in a variety of styles to suit the wearer's modesty, from a regulation one-piece, which essentially spells swimming, to a combined brassiere and shorts to give the utmost comfort and freedom. And around the same time that we were selling these swimming costumes, members of staff were wearing similar swimsuits on staff holidays. So the Staff Welfare Department was established in 1933 by Flora Solomon, and Flora realised that when sales assistants took their holiday, they would have to spend the time at home as they couldn't afford to go away for the week. So to rectify this, she introduced cheap staff holiday camps. And staff paid about 17 shillings for the week, which is equivalent to about £35 today, and food, transport and all the entertainment was included. And there was lots of entertainment, as you can see from these wonderful photographs from a staff newsletter. Now these documents are checking lists. They were an early form of stock control documents, but they now give us a really useful insight into the types of products that were sold in the 1930s. These checking lists show the wide range of toys and sweets sold only by seaside stores. Stores would change the layout of the shop floor to highlight different products on different days. So during the week, seaside stores would feature swimwear and beach clothing, but at 11 o'clock every Thursday night, they'd have a change around and it would be replaced with fancy goods, so watches, gift sets, compact mirrors and so on, which were sold for souvenirs as people's thoughts turned to going home. The seasonal trade meant there was huge peaks and troughs in takings at these seaside stores. After the Second World War, Chairman Simon Marks knew that the M&S customer was demanding better materials, better design and better finish. Scientific developments meant that new fabrics such as rayon and nylon were widely used to provide people with easy wear, easy care garments, and they were perfect for swimwear. These new fabrics needed a new form of advertising, and so in 1960 we aired a TV advertorial promoting the summer women's wear range. It was a whole 12 minutes of M&S fashions. Over 4 million people saw the Fashion Time ad, and it was M&S's largest and most ambitious use of TV so far. I'd like to share a couple of excerpts from the advert. The first introduces us to some of the sales assistants who starred in the film.
The girls who work at Marks & Spencer know better than anyone the value of the goods they sell. Here are 8 of them. Do they serve you sometimes? Gloria Mears from Croydon, Maria Carper from Aylesbury, and Linda Paris from Bromley have all chosen St. Michael blouses and skirts. Gloria's blouse is lace-trimmed cottolene, and its frosty whiteness is exactly right with her crisp navy and white skirt. It's just one of the many patterns you can find at 29 and 11. Maria's parchment poplin blouse picks up exactly the tone of the pocket trimming on her skirt of coffee-coloured sailcloth. And the gingham top that Linda is wearing can be bought on its own. But look how well it teams with the gingham binding on her deep blue skirt. A pretty summer outfit for less than 50 shillings. Now you'll find Shirley Grant at the Edmonton Marks. She picked out this good-looking slim dress with a print of dark brown on white. The skirt is fully lined. Joan Cockshott and Sheila Mackinder come from the north. Joan works in the Bradford store, Sheila at Leeds. And they love the full-skirted cottons you can wear from midday to midnight, as right for shopping in the high street as for dancing on the pier. Maureen Solomon sells skirts at Marks & Spencer in Richmond. She likes prints too. This time, a white coin spot on sapphire blue. Every full-skirted dress has its own stiff petticoat built in, and not one of these lovely dresses would cost you more than 69 and 11. Now, if you're in the Bromley store tomorrow, then maybe you'll see Barbara Baker, Off-duty, here she chooses a slim dress in cotton satin with a rose print. You can only buy St. Michael cottons at Marks & Spencer. Young women go there because they love the up-to-the-minute designs and the bright, gay colours. But to show you that a well-cut dress is more important than hip measurements, here is Doris wearing a classic shirt-waister, size 42.
The second clip from Fashion Time shows us more of the beautiful summer fashions that year. I just wish this film was in colour. We'll move on now to a different format of adverts. So the next few films we'll look at are all cinema adverts made in the early 1960s. These ads were shown before the main feature, and M&S would ensure that local stores had plenty of the advertised garments in stock. Many of the adverts were made to promote the use of the new so-called wonder fabrics. This advert, called She Chooses Bry-Nylon and Brylon, was produced with the Nylon Spinners Association in 1960. It's presented by Kenneth Horne, who was known for his comedy radio programmes, and he also wrote a weekly column for She magazine. It extols the virtue of Bry-Nylon for your holiday wardrobe.
Oh, hello. I say, aren't you getting excited about your holidays? I certainly am. And in this month's edition of She, you can find lots of hints about yours. And talking about holidays, I went out to Marks & Spencer the other day with the fashion editor of She to help choose some holiday clothes for She fashion staff. We found a wonderful range of clothes in Brylon and Bry-Nylon. I picked this Brylon sweater for Jennifer, only 25 and 11, and just right for the continent. And for Pamela and June, we chose these. And we couldn't resist this Brylon sheath dress with short sleeves at 79 and 11. Or this delightful St. Michael sweater, also in Brylon, for the fashion editor's little girl. And for those lovely sunny mornings, we picked this shorty quilted housecoat, worn over Bry-Nylon pajamas. And these Bry-Nylon shorty night dresses, only 29 and 11, and you can wear the button-through one as a negligee. Also at 29 and 11 in Bry-Nylon was this full-length night dress. And I really fell for these baby doll pajamas. Not for me, of course. But I did buy several things for me at Marks & Spencer. This magnificent Bry-Nylon shirt, 37 and 6. And these socks. And one or two other little things. But talking of lingerie, Marks & Spencer had lots to choose from. We chose these lace-trimmed slips. Only 21 shillings. They wash and dry overnight, and there are briefs to match. And for my special girlfriend, I got this pretty bouffant petticoat. Do you know that Jennifer bought her complete holiday wardrobe from Marks & Spencer for less than £15? Their Brylon and Bry-Nylon range is quite staggering. And talking of that, there's a wonderful competition in this issue of She. First prize, £25 in cash, plus a Brylon and Bry-Nylon holiday wardrobe to the value of £25. And the May issue contains a feature on Bridget Bardot. So now is the time to get a copy from your newsagent. What a lot of She for 1 and 3.
Another cinema ad now, and full marks was shown on screens in 1962. It's one of our earliest uses of aspirational imagery, However, the actors are shown flying off to an exotic location, but it was actually filmed in Devon. The ad was produced jointly by Courtaulds and M&S, so another collaboration to promote new fabric, this time Tricell. It was shown in over 550 cinemas, and local stores installed theme window displays to coincide with the showing of the film.
Full marks to our three smart girls travelling in Tricell. Their mothers are in Tricell too. St Michael Tricell from Marks & Spencer. Travel smart in Tricell foulard dresses. So many colourful prints and styles at your Marks & Spencer. Arrive so fresh. St Michael Tricell shrugs off creases. A quick change to Tricell jersey. St Michael Tricell laughs at packing. Yes, the blouses too are in Tricell. Catch every eye in St Michael Tricell suits with the look and feel of silk. So smart, so reasonable from your Marks & Spencer. Stay fresh and crisp in Tricell jersey. Permanently pleated, so easy to wash, so quick to dry. Look fabulous in St Michael Tricell skirts and blouses. You'll find brilliant colours and so many styles in your Marks & Spencer. Dance pretty in St Michael Tricell dresses. They're lovely, elegant. Fashion loves Tricell. There's so much that's new in St Michael Tricell. They cost so little at your Marks & Spencer.
This advert, Trim and Shipshape, features similarly exotic scenes. It was made around 1965 and promotes Bry Nylon clothing, with the dubious tagline of "Girls who enjoy life make the most of Bry Nylon." Keep your eyes peeled for some brilliant bathing caps.
St Michael clothes in Bry Nylon. The look, the touch, the feel of carefree fabrics for the sophisticated life. Girls who enjoy life make the most of Bry Nylon. Girls on the move, girls on boats. Op girls, pop girls. Girls who are different wear St Michael clothes from Marks & Spencer. With Bry Nylon, make the most of life in St Michael clothes from Marks & Spencer.
Carefree Summer, our next advert, was made in 1965 and again promotes summer clothes in Bry Nylon. It was filmed in Portugal and it was awarded the second prize at the 1965 International Advertising Film Festival in Cannes.
Dreaming of holidays? St. Michael clothes in Bry Nylon are the dreams you can pack and take with you. The look of luxury in clothes that are carefree. St. Michael stretch slacks and tops. Easy to wear, easy to care for. Fashion that takes the eye. Bry Nylon stretch swimsuits that keep their shape and yours in perfect trim. Styles as new as swimming in space. The mellowness of old stone provides the perfect background for the gay colors of these trend-setting prints in Bry Nylon chiffon. And perfectly dreamy, too, are these lovely night dresses with their delicate trimming. Down to the sea in swimwear. When the coast calls, you'll be up to the minute in St. Michael casuals in Bry Nylon, or one of the exclusively designed swimsuits from Marks & Spencer. When you're wishing you were there, remember, you can buy the best in Bry Nylon now from Marks & Spencer.
Another cinema advert now, and this time we have The Find, dating from 1965. Although it's an advert for woolen clothing, I've included it mainly for the location, but also for the models who managed to make even woolen dresses look summery. Previously, our cinema adverts had been primarily fashion shows with little narrative. The Find is our first advert to have more of a story and to look at the garments in a more imaginative way. The advert was filmed in Stockholm and makes use of their futuristic shopping precinct. The music was composed by the producer Norrie Paramore and the voiceover was actor Tim Turner. When it was shown in cinemas in London, it gained applause from the audiences. We reported that spontaneous applause is extremely rare with cinema audiences nowadays, but reports coming in from the provinces confirm that the film is having the same reception there. Blackpool Store even arranged for a special screening of the film for staff at the town's ABC Theatre so they wouldn't miss out.
Thursday afternoon, the 12th. I'm sitting in a hotel on the smart side of town waiting for a lead. So far, I haven't much to go on. Just these. A few pieces of cloth that add up to the secret behind WOOL, World Organization for Overindulgence in Luxury. We call it wool. Then suddenly, I get the break I've been waiting for. Across the room comes this girl in the winter white three-piece double jersey suit. She looks great, so I check. She's in WOOL, all right. Right away, there's a tip-off. These people in wool move fast. This was no accident. This had the hallmark of wool, cerise wool jersey, and she looked as if she'd been poured into it. It figures. 3 seconds later, I'm out of the door, and I'm just too late. This is Monique, our man on the inside. She tells me that some of the smartest people in town are in WOOL now. The cab in front stops. A girl gets out. She's wearing a two-piece suit in lamb's wool. This fools me for a minute. Then I get it. They worked a switch. Same girl, different suit. Suddenly, it looks as if everybody's in wool, all with the look, the feel, the touch of luxury. It begins to make a pattern. Yes, things are on the move. That night finds me at Roy's Club, hang out for the smartest operators in town. And everyone here is in WOOL, lamb's wool, Shetland wool, botany wool, wool jersey. It all fits. Then I had the answer. It was the names on the labels that told me. Not just wool, but British wool knitwear by St. Michael from Marks and Spencer. This combination was unbeatable. I knew what I had to do. You're right. I'm in wool myself now. St. Michael from Marks and Spencer. Naturally.
Time for some children's wear now, and What is a Child? From 1965, another cinema advert. And yes, the voiceover really does mention Ina Sharples.
What is a child? Marks and Spencer know. A child is a consumer of sweets, time, energy, and everyone's patience. A child comes in hundreds of shapes and sizes. St. Michael all-on fits them all. A child never tires of finding out and being found out. To a child, clothes are a disguise. Underneath you'll find Batman, Lady Penelope, Ina Sharples. A child growing up in, but never out of, St. Michael all-on. Whatever a child is, there's a size and a style to fit it. Him, her, them, us, in St. Michael all-on at Marks and Spencer.
Another film with a more creative angle now. And many of these 1960s adverts are very of their time, and this one is no different. This advert was filmed in 1966 at the ruins of Acre in Israel and promotes Terraline and Crimpoline.
St. Michael clothes with Terraline.
Now keep together, gentlemen, please. In Israel, you'll see many items of great interest. And during the day, I hope to show you some of the country's most beautiful works of art.
St. Michael clothes from Marks and Spencer.
Here you have a masterpiece of contemporary design. Notice how the artist has preserved the traditional lines using a modern material.
It's Terraline, of course.
And here is simplicity used to achieve a most striking effect. I think you will agree, an outstanding piece of architecture.
Yeah!
The figure you see before you represents the perfect harmony of line and texture from one of the world's finest collections.
St. Michael from Marks and Spencer.
Here is a Rodin in bronze. And over there, one or two delightful modern pieces in one of the newer materials.
And there's nothing newer than Crimpoline.
This building is the Bat Yam City Hall. You'll see that the shapes on the roof are of particular interest. The feature is the checkered pattern on the front. The rear, as you can see, is quite plain. The old fort of Acre was built in the 7th century. Below you see one of the country's most exciting views. Here among these ruins are some of the world's great masterpieces. The delicate detail of their works is quite amazing.
Soft, cool with Terraline.
If you'll kindly step this way. The most alluring women in the world came from the old city of Jaffa. Few men, it said, could resist their charms.
Few women can resist the appeal of Crimpoline.
These gentlemen are the excavations of the fabled city of Ashkelon. Many traces remain of its colourful past.
Clothes with Terraline have the touch of tomorrow.
Here in the desert where we end our excursion. A fitting end to our excursion.
For the best with Terylene, St. Michael from Marks and Spencer.
Into the 1970s now, and we'll move on from adverts to fashion shows. M&S charity fashion shows were held throughout the 50s, 60s and 70s and into the 80s. Organisations could book a fashion show providing they're guaranteed to raise a certain amount for charity, and then members of the public could book tickets. Models were often recruited from local stores, although a core group of sales assistants were bussed around the country to perform at the shows. During the 1970s, many shows were held at the Grosvenor House Hotel in London in aid of various charities. And the next clip is taken from a 1971 show at the Grosvenor House Hotel promoting the latest in swimwear fashions. Now this film doesn't have any sound, so I've added some suitably 70s music so that the models aren't dancing in silence. Some fashions from 1980 now. This clip is taken from a training film for staff and it previews the spring 1980 range. Sales assistants were given lots of information on garments, including fabric qualities and styling tips, so they could pass that information on to the customer. The clip starts with Fran in a lovely lilac ensemble.
Fran is wearing an outfit in lilac, which is one of the most important colours for spring. The polyester cotton slim fit jeans are £11.99. The Shetland cardigan has toning lilac and cream stripes and sells at £9.99. It's worn here with a short-sleeved polyester cotton sport shirt at £6.99. Jay is showing how well different shades of the same colour can be worn together. The deep lilac skirt is made in bouclette, has an elasticated waist and sells at £7.99. The pale lilac polyester Altressa blouse has long sleeves, a tie neck and a selling price of £5.99. This is worn under a deep lilac acrylic knitted rib blazer at £16.99. Sonia is wearing an outfit in pink, which is another major colour for the spring. The polyester cotton skirt is semicircular and has an elasticated waist. The selling price is £9.99. It's worn with a cotton camisole top with a white trim, which sells at £2.99.
The archive holds some fantastic footage of 1980s press shows. I've included some clips here from the 1984 Spring-Summer show held at the Old Brewery in London. The audience is made up of invited members of the press who would be given information on the themes and trends for the current season.
The Marks & Spencer 1984 Spring Collection.
To bring us a little more up to date, we'll finish with a couple of newer films by way of contrast. The first is an update to the earlier fashion shows we looked at. It shows a behind-the-scenes look at our Spring-Summer 2015 fashion show, which was live from London Fashion Week. And we'll finish with a recent TV advert. So this ad from 2018 features model David Gandy and his travel companions Richard and Louis promoting men's tailoring for summer weddings, work and evenings out. David Gandy first modelled for M&S in 2014 before launching his own ranges of swimwear and loungewear. Thanks very much for joining us for this talk. I hope you've enjoyed it. Do get in touch if you have any questions or if you'd like any more information, and take a look at our website to see what events we've got coming up.